the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me. Hey, how many in this club? Is it just me and you, my love? I don't mean to call you, know. Just heard about the things that you do, my love. And you're just like me if it's true, my love. Hey, you can see right through my love. Hey, I see your waist shrunk, my love. Hey, you got some bass in the trunk, my love. How many in this club? Is it really just me, my love? You know my dad now, for real. You ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? I ain't saying I agree, my love. I'm just telling you the things that I see, my love. I got jokes and cash. Those are 4 things I can guarantee, my love. Hey,
baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah.
Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor. Impress me.
Time to share that sugar. Scott Moak here, Sacramento Kings PA announcer, with top plays of the week. And it's my favorite edition, your State Farm top assists. Let's play those playmakers. Here's Will Davis in the theater. Steps back from the drive, surveys, and whirls around for a winning assist. Brilliant job running fast, lulling the defense, and then pulling off that backdoor cut. And the flash? Well, that's just for fun. It's a theater, everybody. Why not put on a show?
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Pistons earlier, arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine a group looking more confident than this. On the road, they've always got their game faces on. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Toumani Camara is out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's Knipple. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And for New York, we've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Barnes. And it's Durant. And it's Watkins in at the 2 spot. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Cunningham against Brunson. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And once Cunningham gets a head start, watch out.
And Brunson, here we go. And here's Cunningham. Knocked loose. Watkins covered by Cunningham. They get it back. Out to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Town.
And KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
The power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Just good on-ball decision-making from Brunson right there. This guy a master in the pick and roll.
Pass to Kamare. There's the triple. Here's Durham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on top. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Durham at the line. 2 shots.
That one is off. So he comes up empty, missing both. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
What you love about Scotty Barnes, he can do it all. Score it, board it, pass it.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Basket, good.
That's a nice read from Scotty Barnes. This guy understands how and when to deliver the basketball.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And the Knicks with possession here. Following the 3 by Detroit. Durant, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
And Duran slams it in.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. To the middle. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere. That includes putting it on your head.
Here's Cunningham. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5. Pass to Barnes. Here's Brunson. Lock at 6. Over Cunningham. Kept alive. And that one's good. Brunson's got his 2nd basket.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
To the right side. Lets it go with the 3. Knipple with the bucket.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot. Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Kamare. Launches it. Cranes the 3-pointer. Knipple's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Watkins passes to Barnes. Inside, Towns. Banked in off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
17-17.
Brunson against Cunningham. Here's Kamare. Oh, good with the triple. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brunson with a clean look. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at New York. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
Seeing where Detroit is, they've held serve halfway through the season. Not much movement this go-round. I'm sure they're just fine being in the top 5.
Now here's Brunson. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
Well, Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Yeah, it was a narrow win, but in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Oh, no doubt. Playing aggressively, forcing the action, that often works in your favor, and it did the last time around.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Barnes down low. Kamara on him.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Cunningham with it. Ready now by Barnes. And Duran slams it in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Towns. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Both teams will make substitutions. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
My goodness, you see the elite athleticism of Bilal Bali with a little sauce.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Now, here's Duran. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Pass to Hauser. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And
Hauser's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And it's Towns missing. Piston shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. Knipple, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Cunningham with it. He's got 8. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Now Detroit moving it up. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And New York making a change. Dottie's checked in. New York on D, trailing by 2. Cunningham outside. Duran. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Outside, Towns. Pass to Kolek. And the shot is long.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And New York making a change here. Diawara's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Robert Williams comes in for Duran. And it's Ben Simmons in for Cunningham. Pass to Hauser. The three ball. And the three ball is good. Hauser's got 6.
Ben Simmons, a guy who will find you if you are open. You love his setup ability.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him. Now Whitmore coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Golick. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Now here's Simmons. Back to Hauser. And again, it's the Pistons from deep. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
Detroit with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Simmons passes to Hauser. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 12 points for him.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Simmons passes to Hauser. Hey, no good. Knicks trail by 9. The three. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
You know, that's a great time to pull up and shoot the three in transition. The defense never had a chance to set up and get a hand in his face.
Simmons passes to Williams, and Williams throws it down.
This is why you love Ben Simmons, having the basketball in his hands. Such a good decision maker.
1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Whitmore. Hauser defending. 4 on the clock. Here's Dadier. Williams with the block. Now here's Simmons. He has yet to score. To the inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Simmons passes to Williams. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. The wide open look here for Koulibaly. And the three off target. Pass to Bay. Puts up a deep three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Detroit Pistons heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Koulibaly is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Watkins in at the 2-guard spot. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris had started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Another shot. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Watkins.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now, here's Cunningham. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Such a wide-open look. Kamare's got 6.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Brunson with it, covered by Cunningham. Pass to Whitmore. Shoots over Kamara. And it's Whitmore missing. And he banks in the layup. And now it's a 9-point Detroit lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Misses from short range. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
Cunningham. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Barnes, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Durant in for Koulibaly. Brunson kicks to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And now look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. In the third spot, the Pistons.
Offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really over the last month.
Now here's Brunson. He has 5. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Yeah, what a beautiful move from Jalen. Brunson frees himself for an opportunity to put the ball in the basket.
Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity, and he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you.
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Now, here's Cunningham after the miss from KD. Cunningham passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, just great instincts there in the pick and roll. Like how fierce Bagley cuts after setting the pick.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Kamare. Puts up a deep 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Knicks trail by 15. Here is Durant. He has 5. Barnes outside. Shoots over Kamara. Misses off the right iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
The kick out to Barnes. Shoots over Kamara. Barnes can't get it to go. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Here's Watkins. New York, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kamara with it. 12 points for him from outside the arc. And the Pistons another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Brunson. 20 points for him last game against Chicago. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Cat answers with his own three, and he says, I told you I'm the best shooting big man in history.
Lead 66-48.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's around 14 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jalen Duren comes in for Tamani Kamara. And it's Knipple in for Cunningham.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Towns. He's got 10. Runs in the pass to Watkins. Durant trying to break free. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Brunson covering. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 8.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's the break. Ball going up court. Here's Duren. Pass to Salong. Tries yet again. And Duren lays it in.
Timeout.
Duren's got 8 points.
Just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
New York calls timeout. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Detroit, they're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, New York, 3 spots below.
In checking out Detroit, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Pass to Simmons. Back to Hauser. Launches a 3. Diawara with the rebound. Brunson with it. Defended by Knipple. Brunson surveying the D. And the shot is good. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for New York.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Pass to Hauser. Out left to the wing. Fires the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward. Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Simmons against Brunson. Outside, Simmons. Here's Bay. They get it back. Duran. And Duran slams it in. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
The Knicks have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Whitmore, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Pistons leading by 20. Simmons inside. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Simmons got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Kolek. Pass to Dadier. Back to Koulibaly. Now Whitmore.
2 minutes.
Here's Diawara. It's sent back down by Simmons. And here's Bay. To the wing on the left. Duran the pass to Simmons. Takes a three. Knipple, no good.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Pass to Diawara. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Now Knipple, a three, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Dadier. Over Knipple. Dadier's shot is off. Pistons leading by 23. Now Hauser. This one for 3. The shot that time not on target.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 9 on the free throw line tonight. A different look here for Detroit. Williams is checked in for Duran. And Okogie subbed in for Bay. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A nice shot by Dadier. Dadier's got 5 now.
Yeah, in football they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hauser. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Knicks trail by 20. Here's Whitmore. It's sent back down by Simmons. Here's Okogie. Back to Hauser. Outside Williams. And here's Simmons for 3. And so it's Detroit controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was all Cade Cunningham in the first quarter. He had 16 points, 8 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. Oh, it's good. This is what happens when another team identifies a weakness. It just keeps hammering them.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Knipple. Toumani Camara is out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's Simmons.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Simmons, following the miss by Scotty Barnes. And the basket by Camara.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Simmons. From past the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Brunson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Durant, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Simmons, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Now Cunningham, after the missed 3 from KD. Offensive rebound.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Barnes looking around. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul.
Brunson the pass to KD. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Now here's Towns. Here's Barnes.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Cunningham outside. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Camara. Pistons keep it alive. Here's Knipple. Here's Camara. Guarded by KD. Back to Camara. Goes up again. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Camara's got 17 now.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And that one's good, Barnes.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now, here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Kevin Durant.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contest.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And he makes both free throws.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 13, and it's blocked. Pass to Cunningham. In the corner, Knipple with it. Back to Cunningham. For the three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And the Pistons making a change here.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Doors with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Here's Cunningham after the made shot from KD. Pass to Salon. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Taking a look here at some stats for Cunningham. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Here is Cunningham after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Brunson outside. On the wing, Barnes. Here's Towns. Out to KD. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. KD's got 7 points for the quarter. Pistons leading by 21.
75.
Pass to Kamare. And here's Cunningham. 22 points for him. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brunson. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. And finished up by KD.
Boy, you see the savvy and the activity of Jalen Brunson defensively, just causing havoc right there.
Pass to Salon. Now Kamara. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
KD finds Brunson. Out to the wing. It's good from long range. He's got 11.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball move.
96-80.
Pass to Kamare. Goes up on the wing. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
Salon, no good. Knicks trail by 19. Fires from 14. And KD the bucket on the assist by Brunson. KD's got 11 points here in just the second half.
82.
To the wing right side. All sorts of time. And he hits the jump shot. And the Pistons lead by 19.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Here's Watkins. Rebounded by Kamare.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Over to the wing. Here's Salon. Buries it from 3-point range. Salon's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pistons. Runs in the pass to Barnes. To the paint, trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Pass to Okogie. Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. Okogie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Dadier. Now Whitmore. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Coulibaly not messing around as he got close to the rim.
Detroit leading by 21. Now Bay. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Salon. Now Kamara. Here's Bay. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here's Bay. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Salon. 11 points in the game. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Bay. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Fires for three. Okogie misses. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Dadier, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For New York, they had shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Now here's Bay, still without a basket. Pass to Okogie. Puts up a three, and it's Whitmore with the rebound. Whitmore's got 5 rebounds tonight, and that one's good. Kolek.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pistons lead
1:35 left to play in the third. Up top, Bay. He's defended by Coulibaly. No coverage that time. Kamara's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Pass to Coulibaly. On the wing, Coulibaly. On the wing, Whitmore. Off target with his 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
And here's Bay. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Then this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Count it. Good.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
To me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Out to the right wing. Pass to Salon. Back to Kamara. The tray. Second chance effort. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Kolek. 3-pointer. Unable to get that one. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Detroit leading by 15. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Towns is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Kolek in at the point guard. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit getting another chance here. Cunningham for 3. They get the rebound. Right wing. Here's Knipple. Here's another rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And here are the Knicks. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. From deep. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Knicks trail by 18. Here's Kolek to the paint. Here's Towns. Buries it down low.
Well, this team relies obviously on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
Cunningham inside. Knipple wide open, and he fires. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Knipple. Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Hauser. Here's Knipple. And again, Detroit with the 3.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Here's Whitmore. Hauser defending.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And that one's good. Kolek.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. To the middle. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Back to Towns. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Hauser. The shot. Offensive rebound. Now Knipple. Jacks up a 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Kolek. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Duren. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. 14 points here for Jalen Duren. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
That one drops for him. Duren's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice vision by Cunningham. Pretty much a 6'6" point guard. Cade is a really good passer.
Here's Towns. Will it go? It's blocked. Cunningham outside. Inside. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Whitmore. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
And the Pistons making a change here. Williams has checked in. Here's Kolek, guarded by Simmons. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Detroit ball.
Detroit's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hauser. 5 on the clock. Okogie for 3. And Dadier pulls it down. Dadier's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Bagley kicks to Simmons. From the arc. Here's Williams. Here's Bagley. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Koulibaly with it. With the teardrop, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. Triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error, so they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's off on the second.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
The Knicks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Now, Koulibaly. Towns wide open. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Okogie, the pass to Bagley. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. That one's not going to go. Simmons with the defensive effort. Pass to Bay. Brunson, good.
If Jalen Brunson is out in transition, you know his first thought is, I'm going to score.
138, 109.
Now here's Simmons. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. an 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Bagley brings the double team. From deep, Brunson, good on the three-point shot. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first three of the night.
141.
And Simmons kicks to Bagley. Outside for Simmons. Wide open look. The Pistons rebound. Pistons passing it around. And here's Bay. Bagley. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Dadier. Outed by Simmons. Out to Brunson. Pass to Towns. Here's Dadier. And a miss there on the triple.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Okogie, the pass to Williams. Simmons looking around. Back to Williams. Towns with the steal.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Detroit.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jalen Duren.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Brunson outside. And the basket is good.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're up by 33. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Jalen Duren.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Schroeder passes to Okogie. To the inside, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Detroit ball.
Brunson against Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. To the paint, and Duren slams it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And so long, everyone.
ball. I'm about my paper, about my mama crib where she got no neighbors. And it's slow for you when I ball. I told you I would ball, yeah, I ball. And I might not see you later into my breaker. God let me ball, please pass me the ball, please, so I can go off key, spin, move off three. If that go in, newspapers all me. Fat boy to make good, not yet, but he stay hood. Nerdy is. I've been laying off the squares, can't you tell? Feel like I need a chip, but finally not biting my nails. I'm in the air like Nimbus. Hercules, Mount Olympus. Hades plotting on me since I was a baby. He a big. Now what's my favorite word? M-O-N-E-Y. Till I. And if you tree, I press the rewind. Then press the hit stick. You hit the sideline. Bobby Boucher to the. Water is better. 2 braids, gold chain, a Nautica sweater. I'm looking like Uncle Mike. Computer ball and aqua type. And you as soon as I get off the flight, ball, get a crib that's high as a scraper. Ball like a Laker. The Lakers ball like the ball. I'm about my paper, about my mama crib where she got no neighbors. And it's so for you when I ball. I told you I would ball. Yeah, I ball. And I might not see you later into my breaker. God let me ball, please. That's all I need. Okay, for real, I need the chillin'. Back to back like Drizzy Mill with Molly Cyrus dissing, rapping, twerking like Hank Hill. And then I'm supposed to act like I could take it as a joke. Be hearing slide from them nervous white folks. Don't trip, I like those that don't trip out my skin or my lips or my goals. When E.T. at phone home, he called me like, hold on. I came back to pick my mans up, plan to jump another planet. God let me ball, God let me Andre the Giant. The rap game, I'm so defiant, cause I'm not being violent. Whatever, man, I gotta get my together, man. Predict the rain like the weather, man. Predict them days getting better, man. We got this. God let me ball, God let me ball. Get a crib that's high as a scraper. Ball like a Laker. The Lakers ball like the ball. I'm about my paper, about my mama crib where she got no neighbors. Ball, and it's slow for you when I ball. I told you I would ball. Yeah, now I ball. And I might not see you later into my breaker. God let me ball. Alright, that's enough.
This is a 5-star world premiere.
Turn me up in the headphones. The biggest for real, man. No facade. Yeah. 5-star man, I'm going crazy. Just a year ago, try to play me. I'm talking about my mans, cause bros get.
Hey, this 5-star.
5-star in a, I'm going crazy. When just a week ago, try to play me. I'm talking about my mans, cause I put him on your and have bro. Like he was T-Key. At show price going up. I know these love for, but I can't let them get one up on man. I think Obama every day, bro, changed that. But I can't forget what I did at back door. Classy, your my bros get savage. I one time, but now she back again. When I'm in Cali, I keep the cause I ain't lacking. She said that's her best friend. I guess I'm friends.
She quit her 9 to 5, working for me. They chat know I'm a goat, like my logo jumping. Spent 50 on the watch, my wrist turn like Ben 10. Butter pecan, I'm on road with the praying to God I make it back. Monte Carlo in the trenches faster than a scat pack. I can't hang around no rap, my mama taught me better than that. It feel better when around me, that's my habitat. He just rapping, getting it stored, I heard he pay for his respect. I buy
something to get that start to fighting. Bad, bold, I'm cold, as you can see. On 3D, in PC, the game I spit, no limit soldiers on my back. I run it, and I bet y'all make it